Good evening, everyone, and welcome in to Madison Southern High School. We've got some softball action lined up for you here between our two county schools, the two of our coverage area teams, Madison Central and Madison Southern, set to get things underway here on WBON TV. I'm Michael Watkins, and first pitch about to commence here at Madison Southern High School as Kirsten Osborne, senior, first year playing softball under Randy Hall, and she'll get ready to dig in here for the Lady Indians of Madison Central. Batting from the left side of the plate is Osborne, and she'll take one low for ball one, a 1-0 count. Glad to be with you here and excited for some softball action. Osborne awaiting the pitch. And it's taken up high. Osborne, of course, great volleyball player, going to be playing college and softball at the next, or college volleyball and softball at the next level, both sports. So excited to see her this year. 3 balls now and no strikes for Osborne. Lady Indians looking to get her base runner on. As Hack is in the on-deck circle, and that one at the knees for a strike to Osborne. It's Kirsten Osborne, Hack, and Kaler, the 1-2-3 for Madison Central, followed up by Gilball, Metcalf, Hensley, Speakman, Gentry, and Neely. The 3-1. Osborne takes a rip at it and fouls it off to run the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Madison Central, Madison Southern. Strunk on the mound in the circle for the Lady Eagles. Payoff pitch to Osborne. Lead runner will get aboard, the first batter in the game and of the season for both these two teams will be aboard as Osborne coaxes the walk. And it's 1 on, nobody out for Cassidy Hack. Hack, the tremendous athlete, being in center field for Coach Hall. Squares around a bunt, and it's taken for ball 1. Central will play that small ball. They'll look to move runners over. They got all kinds of speed up and throughout the lineup, power in the middle, which is exactly what you want. Olivia Metcalf led the team in home runs last year. She'll bat in the number 5 slot in the lineup as Strunk gets set and delivers. Outside 2-0. For Madison Southern, Strunk in the circle. Cook behind home plate. As Hack awaits the 2-0 pitch. Cassidy awaiting, and here comes the 2-0 delivery. Popped up, and that one going to get out of play down the right field line. In between first base and the right fielder, so it'll be a strike, 2 balls and a strike. Third base, Goss for Madison Southern. Second base, Bolin. Rising at third base. The shortstop is Kenner. And left or right in the outfield, Carter, Estep, and Dees. Pitch up high. 3 balls and a strike to Cassidy Hack. Osborne on at first. And the Lady Eagles trying to keep these bats at bay for Madison Central. A leadoff walk to Osborne. Got her aboard. And Hack takes ball 4. Make that ball 3. So it's 3 balls and a strike. Hard to see the count up here. And we are atop of the press box at the football stadium, looking over the right field fence. Here's the pitch. And that one going to be strike 3. So Hack goes down on strikes. Missed opportunity there for Madison Central. And now it's the left fielder, Jasmine Kaler, coming up to the plate for the Lady Indians. Kaler will rip one in the left center field. That one might drive in Osborne. She'll around second, heading for third, now heading home. Osborne will score easily. And at second base, and now caught in a pickle, caught in a rundown. See if, they can't. Safe at third. Great job. Great hustle there by Kaler as she slides into third base. And that might go down as an error for the Lady Eagles. 1-0 score. Madison Central strikes first, and they might not be done as Kaler finds herself over at third base. Now it's Brooklyn Gilboa. Playing over at third, Gilboa batting in the cleanup spot for Madison Central, and she'll take a big rip at strike one to fall behind. Already some games underway this week. Breathitt County knocked off Estill County. A big win there for the Lady Bobcats. As the 0-1 to Gilboa taken for strike two. Great job by Strunk to get ahead. 0-2 the count to the cleanup batter for Madison Central. Trying to find some scores from here in Central Kentucky from the last 2 days. As Gilboa waits the 0-2. And Brooklyn into right field, a single and an RBI. She drives in Hack, or make that Kaler. RBI single. And a run scored for Kaler. That'll bring up Metcalf quickly back to work as Strunk, and a high pitch up high for ball one. Metcalf, of course, led the team in home runs last year. Really good hitter for Coach Hall in his first season. A 2-0 lead already for the Lady Indians here in the first game of the season for both Madison Central and Madison Southern. This one is hit up in the air and caught in center field for the out. I think that chipped the bat, I believe. See, can you get us a replay there, KJ? See if we can get a replay of that. Now digging in for Madison Central, going to be Shelby Hensley. That's right, folks. Another great athlete from the Hensley family as Shelby now will bat and throw down to first. Not going to be in time. So a 1-0 count to Hensley, the right fielder. Of course, Shelby's sister Bailey, tremendous Lady Indians basketball player. And, of course, her brother Brady, one of the best football players in the state. This one, grounder up the middle. So look at the hit for Hensley. Trying to work out some kinks here on our broadcast. It will be a single for Shelby. So 2 on now for Madison Central. First pitch outside. Now at the plate is Speakman. Carly, the designated player. See if she can keep the bats going here in the top of the first inning. Already a 2-0 lead. Speakman awaits and will ground one back to the pitcher. Strunk will throw over for the out. 3 outs in the inning, but not before Madison Central plates 2 in the top of the first. We go to the bottom half of the first inning, see if the Lady Eagles can tie things up or get some runs on the board themselves here on WBON TV.
I'm Michelle.
And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cub Cadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see you.
Fayette County Corrections is seeking to fill several positions now. The pay is great along with a long list of benefits and incentives, but the relationships created on the job are one thing that can't be taken for granted.
It allowed me to kind of gather in that family feel, the feel of camaraderie along with my fellow officers, and to get to know people, as to see them flourish in their career, and to be an opportunity to try to help them along the way to share my experiences.
Apply today at lexingtonky.gov/correctionsjobs. Back here live on WBON TV, Michael Watkins here with you at Madison Southern High School. Our producer KJ Long, and we've got Aiden Mills, our cameraman. We go to the bottom half of the first inning here on WBON TV, bottom half of inning number 1. And Madison Central looking to take advantage of an early lead. 2-0 here for the Lady Indians. And coming up to the plate for Madison Southern to lead things off is going to be Ashlyn Eastep. Man, what an athlete Eastep is. Such a really good defender on the basketball court. Good shooter as well. And she will dig in here to take on the pitcher for Madison Central. That is Cassidy Gentry. Gentry rears back. Eastep takes the strike. Cassidy rearing back again, and another one that looked like it just does miss low. Of course, Ashlyn, the younger sister of Reese, who was injured the last couple of years for Madison Southern on the basketball floor. But, man, is she a player that's definitely missed. Gentry, you want to try to field this one. Eastep using her speed to get aboard via the bunt single for Ashlyn Eastep to get aboard and to give Madison Southern an early base runner here in the bottom of the first inning. And to bring up the shortstop, Kenner. Runner aboard. Now the umpires converging here. I think they're making sure that the ball didn't hit inside the box before it rolled down the line. Gentry steps inside the circle, ready to go. If the umpire says we're ready for action, so the first pitch to Kenner taken. Eastep going to try to advance, and she will, using her speed once again to slide in safely to second base. And now Madison Southern with a runner in scoring position. 1-0 count. Kenner awaits from Gentry. Pops one up, going to get out of play. Gentry ready to go again, and here comes the 1-1 pitch. That one taken for a ball. 2 balls and a strike. Trying to look at some more scores from around the area. None of the Lexington schools that I can tell got going over the last couple of days. Somerset 7-3 over Campbellsville in softball action yesterday. That pitch swung on, and Kenner will go down. So 2 outs, make that, 1 out in the inning. Now the catcher, Cook, will come to the plate. Cook a chance to tie this thing up with one swing of the bat. She got some power, obviously. Takes one there for ball one. 1-0 count. Of course, Madison Central, preseason number 15 in the state for the Lady Indians in softball. That's the good news. Bad news is there's so many good teams in the 11th region. They come in, I think, 3rd or 4th in the region itself. As they try to make a name for themselves and a little push here. Had a great season last year. However, lost in the first round of the 11th region tournament to the great pitcher and the great team from Lexington Catholic. That pitch swung on, or taken for a strike. Two 2-0 lead for Madison Central. Batting in the bottom of the first, Cook, the catcher for Madison Southern. Gentry with the pitch, and that one is going to be popped up right back to the catcher, and a bang-bang play safe at first. They're going to have to track down and make sure E-Step does not try and advance home. And check out the replay here on the Bluegrass Restoration and Construction replay. That one just so hard to handle because it came off and started to spin backward. Good effort by the catcher, Cook, for Madison Central. Cook behind the plate for both teams. But it is a big spot now for Goss, as there is a runner at both first and third, or runners at the corners. And Kaylee Goss, who hit .237 last year, 14 hits, drove in 9, digs in here in a big spot. Lady Indians have a chance to turn 2 if they can get to it quick. Of course, softball, the base is not as far apart as you'd see on the baseball diamond, but still a lot of big things to come in this inning. Madison Central and Madison Southern. It's a big chance for the Lady Eagles. Fell behind early. 2 quick runs for Madison Central. Again, the preseason 15th ranked team in the state. And now Gentry will have to work against Goss, the first baseman for Madison Southern. Time is called. Home plate umpire discussing something with Madison Southern's dugout. By the way, the facilities here, obviously worked on them last year. Look really, really good. Kind of got a little tour down there before the game started. Excited to see what the baseball field looks like and the 2 fields over at Madison Central as well. There was basically no home games for either of these 2 teams last year. Both facilities being renovated and worked on, and now they are in tip-top shape and ready for big seasons from both teams. An 0-1 count to Goss as Gentry sets and delivers. Eventually, there we go, the 0-1. Taken up high, a ball and a strike. E-Step over at third base. Cook at first. Goss hit in 26 games last year. Scored 9 runs, but 14 of 59 at the plate. Here's the 1-1. She'll take a rip and miss, and the count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Goss, also a pitcher for Madison Southern last season, pitched in 8 games, an ERA of 7.69. She'll let this one go by and go down looking. Strike 3, Goss takes, And a great pitch there by Gentry to get the strikeout and put now 2 outs on the board. That'll bring up number 1, Jada Carter. Carter, another one of those really good athletes for Madison Southern. She'll take a pitch up high for ball 1. Love Jada's intensity and her game on both the basketball court and here on the softball field. Got a 1-0 count as Gentry sets, and the windup. Pitch is taken for a strike. 1-1 to Jada Carter, who last year was second in the team in hits, had 28 hits and 78 at-bats, drove in 9, walked 7 times, and struck out 11 times for Madison Southern. Bottom of the first inning, and the 1-1 to Carter. Jada will take a rip at it. It's heading into the outfield, and it is going to be dropped. Dropped, and 1 run will score for Madison Southern. 2 runs will score for Madison Southern, and we are tied at 2 on the error. Great effort there by the Lady Eagles as they bring in the 2 runs, and of course, with it being 2 outs, that kind of helped out Madison Southern. 2 outs in the inning, and they were able to take off when the ball left the bat, thus securing the 2 runs. So tying things up at 2, and now a runner at second base to boot. The error not helping things there for Madison Central. Grounder over to third. Yobo will throw over to first in time for the out, but the damage done. Madison Southern ties things up at 2 as we go to inning number 2 here in Berea at Madison Southern High School on WBON TV.
Whether you're in the market for a brand new Chevrolet, you're looking for a pre-owned quality vehicle, or your family car is in need of service by our GM certified technician, Jack Burford has what you need. Come to Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond for all of your automotive needs. Family owned and operated since 1964, Jack Burford Chevrolet is your hometown Chevrolet dealership. Check us out at jackburford.com or come in and see us today. We are located on the EKU bypass across the street from Walmart.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
When you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Jerry Goebel in Richmond today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
We come back to the action here at Madison Southern High School, where the Lady Eagles right now have tied things up with Madison Central. 2-2 is your score here live on WBON TV. Michael Watkins here with you. Glad to have you along with us, folks. Some softball action here on WBON. Madison Central will come back to the plate here in this inning. Cassidy Gentry will lead things off from the number 8 spot. Neely will bat behind her, and then we'll go back to the top of the order for Madison Central. Southern backing up. They know what kind of power Gentry has. Batting from that 8 spot. See if she can get aboard and try to retake the lead for the Lady Indians here. First pitch, fouled back. Strike 1. Up on top here of the press box at the football stadium, overlooking right field. Gentry awaits. This one hit hard up the middle, right into center field. Eastep will field and throw it in, but a leadoff single for Cassidy Gentry. And there is one aboard for the Lady Indians. Courtesy runner coming in. So courtesy runner in, more speed on the bases as Neely will bat from the left side of the plate versus Strunk. First pitch taken. 1 ball, no strikes. Neely digging back in, ready to go on a 1-0 count. Strunk, the pitch. Neely squares around to bunt, and the courtesy runner taken off. Ball goes into center field. Eastep going to come up, will not throw. And how about that for Madison Central? Advancing all the way over to third base, the courtesy runner, and a chance to retake the lead just like that for Madison Central. Neely again squares around to bunt and pulls it back. Pitch was outside. 3-0 the count. As Strunk struggles here against the bottom of the order. Strunk's got to put one over the plate here. You don't want to walk Neely and then go back to the top of the order. But she will do just that. A 4-pitch walk. And 2 base runners aboard now for Madison Central with nobody out here in the inning. So back to the top of the order with Osborne, who also walked in her first plate appearance. Kirsten will bat with 2 on, looking for her first career RBI at Madison Central. The senior will be playing college softball in the fall. Bats here with Strunk, delivering one outside, ball 1. Runner advances over to second, and Neely with not even a throw down. And now both runners that were on board now in scoring position for Madison Central. Osborne takes the swing, and this one going to get down the third base side. It'll get out of play back behind the Madison Central dugout. So a ball and a strike now to Kirsten Osborne. You know, Madison Central lost so much from last year's team. You had the Ison girls. Of course, the shortstop Sebastian was hurt for most of the year. Kayla Moore, a really good player. 1-1 the count. As Osborne awaits. She'll square around and bunt. Throwing home not going to matter as the throw not in time. Run comes in to score, and an easy run coming in for Madison Central. Now 3-2. Lady Indians on top here in the top of the second inning. That brings up Cassidy Hack as the bunt single RBI for Osborne. Hack struck out her first time up. Cassidy, again, we talked about it. Such a really good athlete. Osborne advances up to second. Cassidy, I remember last year in one of the games I was on, had a diving catch in center field, maybe his left field, but, man, she just continued to display just how great of an athlete she was. There she is at the plate. This one hit hard and down into right center field. Back, and over the wall. Home run, a 3-run shot for Cassidy Hack. And, man, Madison Central finding the offense early. 2 runs in the first. Now 4 here in the second as Hack goes yard. Man, that one a no-doubter from Cassidy Hack. A 3-run shot. And Madison Central making it 6-2 in the second inning. Brings up Kaler, who drove in one on a double in her first plate appearance. Base is empty now for Kaler. And a 6-2 lead for the visiting team, Madison Central. See Michael Whitaker and Braden Hudson from the baseball team walking around down behind the dugouts. Kaler awaits, and the pitch. Taken for a strike, so an 0-1 count to Jasmine. Base is empty following the bomb from Cassidy Hack. Pretty good catch in left center field from the fan back behind the fence. Swung on and missed from Kaler to fall behind 0-2. Nothing in 2. Here's the pitch. Up high, and now make it 1 ball, 2 strikes. Doesn't feel that bad up here, Aiden. Let's see what we can get some temperature-wise here. One and 2. Kaler awaiting the pitch from Strunk. This one hit hard. This one's going back to it. Will bounce off the fence. And Kaler, with the speed of E-step in center field, has to stay over at first. Great job by Ashland to get to that one quick and throw it back in. But it will be a single into center field by Jasmine Kaler and another base runner from Madison Central. Gilbo now at the plate. Brooklyn with 1 on and nobody out here in the inning. Central with a 6-2 lead, and the 2 runs for Southern in that bottom of the first coming off an error by the first baseman as her and the right fielder converged on a pop-up. Nobody called for it. They ran into each other. The ball dropped, and 2 runs came in to score for the Lady Eagles. That tied things up, but quickly Central answered in this inning and plates 4 thus far. Chance to bring in more with a base runner on and nobody out for Gilbo. Strunk delivers. Gilbo takes. Throw down to first. Not going to be in time to get Kaler, who's not that far out from the bag. Gilbo awaits. That one below the knees. 3-1 the count, says Robert Stinson, the PA announcer here. Oh, my man Hugh Davis got us tuned in tonight as he's watching us while working the EKU softball game. Hugh, I hope you're tucked in warm over there in Richmond. This pitch taken for strike 2. So a full count now for Brooklyn Gilboa. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 52 degrees right now. That's not that bad, Aiden. We can handle that. It did feel a little better down there where KJ's at inside the press box. Here's the payoff pitch. Gilboa, a hard hit ball down the right field line. They say foul. So pitch number 7 of the at-bat coming up to the Madison Central third baseman. Gilboa, an RBI single in the first inning. Awaits the payoff pitch again. This one also fouled off as it hits the greenhouse back behind the softball press box. Still a full count, 3-2 to Gilboa. Once again, the 3-2 pitch from Strunk. This time, heading down the right field line. Right fielder will haul it in foul territory for out number 1. Good at bat from Gilboa, but it ends up in just a long fly ball. And 1 down now for Madison Central in the bottom of the second inning. That'll bring up Olivia Metcalf. Again, Metcalf led the team in home runs last year. Had 7 home runs, did Olivia. 1-0 count. She bats here with Kaler over at first, and Metcalf, the 6th man of the basketball team. Awaits one that gets down, and it's now 2-0 as Strunk tries to find the strike zone. Two balls, no strikes. Strunk sets the pitch up high now, 3-0. As the Lady Indians looking for more insurance runs here early in the contest. Top of inning number 2 over here in Berea. What a beautiful day it's turned out to be as we approach warmer weather eventually. 3-0 pitch. This one's hit hard. Metcalf right off the pitcher's foot, and she'll be able to hustle down the line and be aboard. So a single for Olivia off the foot of the pitcher. She's aboard, and that'll bring up Shelby Hensley. Hensley singled into center field in her first time at the plate. Two on. Strunk with a pitch that's grounded foul down the third base side. Look at Coach Hall get down in the dirt. Love it. Still 2 aboard. Strunk with the pitch. This one's hit hard up the middle through the glove of the second baseman. Kaler going around third. Metcalf going around third. We're going to have a play at the plate. We do, and out of there as Metcalf slides in head first, tagged out, and a great job by Cook to make the play at home. But 1 run does come across to score, and it's now 7-2 Madison Central. That'll bring up Speakman. Speakman grounded out to the pitcher in her first plate appearance. Takes one here for strike one. Speakman was the last batter in that first inning. And with 2 outs here in the second inning, trying to keep this one alive. 2 down, but 5 runs across and a 7-2 lead for Madison Central. Carly out in front of that one, pulling it down the third base line. It's now 0-2. Runner in scoring position. As Speakman bats here with 2 down in the second. Strunk the pitch. Speakman fouls it off, and she'll stay alive with an 0-2 count. Hensley aboard in scoring position. Shelby's got good speed, as all Hensleys do. Speakman trying to drive in another Madison Central run. And once again, pulls one. That'll go back behind the plate, out in front just a tad. Hey, speaking of the Hensleys, there's Dave walking around down there. David Hensley, the former EKU Colonel. Dave was a running back for EKU back in the day. And he's got some really good athletic kids that have all found their sport and have all excelled in it. Hensley takes off as the ball once again fouled off. See if Central can add another run here. Speakman digging back in. She's staying alive, fouling them off. Here's a pitch. And once again, fouls it off. Carly awaiting the pitch as Strunk tries to finally put an end to this inning. 5 runs already across. The pitch. Carly, hard grounder up the middle. Will it get through? Going to be a close play. No, the shortstop slowed it down, but how about the speed of Hensley as she rounds third without a thought? Just continues to run and scores to make it now 8-2 Madison Central. Now Speakman going to have a runner come in for her. The designated player will have a courtesy runner. Again, a 6-run lead for Central. Calico, the courtesy runner for Speakman. I said 8-2. It's actually 7-2, the scoreboard says. So it's not 6-5 runs across KJ. I apologize about that. 7-2, the score. I never was good at math. Calico at first. Here's a pitch. Hit hard down the right or into right center field. Make that left center field. Calico will head for third, and another good base hit for the Lady Indians. So now Neely bats. So Gentry, for the second time in this inning, gets aboard with a single into center field. Now it's Neely back at the plate with a chance to drive in a run. Calico with great speed over at third. Runner advances over to second. Now both courtesy runners, both the one for Speakman and the one for Gentry, the pitcher, in scoring position for Madison Central. If Neely can get one in and get aboard, a chance to drive in two here now. Wind up from Strunk and the pitch right back to her. She'll throw over to first in time for the out to end the inning, but the damage done. Madison Central just adding more runs, and they lead after two. 7-2, Lady Indians. We go to the bottom half of the second inning here live on WBON TV.
Orthopedic and Sport Physical Therapy will help guide you on your road to recovery.
It is our mindset, a spirit driven to excellence to help people heal faster and better.
If you have pain or an injury, or you need experts in sports medicine, Orthopedic and Sports Physical Therapy is your best choice in rehabilitation, and you have direct access.
In most cases, you do not need a referral to any of our 7 locations serving the region.
Just give OSPTKY a call. Visit our website at osptky.com to find the location nearest you.
Do you have dripping registers like this? Drywall issues like this? High humidity can cause a very uncomfortable and sometimes damaging environment. It doesn't matter the age of your system. Improper installation and sizing are the failure. Here at Madison HVAC, we look at your home as a complete system, not just the pieces of equipment attached to your house. Give us a call today at 859-625-1471 so we can provide your solution. And remember, we fix that too.
Strunk will lead things off for Madison Southern, the pitcher. As her team now trails at 7-2, and we are in the bottom half of the second inning. And a swing and a miss by Strunk to get things started here. Central scored 2 in the top of the first, Southern 2 in the bottom half of that first inning, but Central comes out and with help from a 3-run home run by Cassidy Hack, takes now a 7-2 lead into the bottom half of the second inning. Strunk will get aboard. Nice little piece of hitting to put the ball into left field. And a single for the leadoff batter from Madison Southern. Got a courtesy runner coming in for Lady Eagles. It'll be Lydia Grinstead coming in. Rising at the plate, Chloe, a sophomore, going to bat from the right side of the plate against Cassidy Gentry. 1 on, nobody out. Madison Southern. Trying to cut into now that 5-run deficit here. A 7-2 lead for Central. Gentry sets and delivers the first pitch. Taken for a strike by Risen. 0-1 the count. Chloe, last year in 13 games, 6 of 31 at the plate. Did drive in 5 runs. Struck out 8 times. Walked 6. Down 0-1. It's Gentry. Delivers again. This pitch up high. Throw down to second is. It was going to be close, but the shortstop Metcalf couldn't handle it in her glove and then applied the tag. Ball drops out, and It is now a runner in scoring position and a 1-1 count. Now 2-1. Another one taken out of the zone. Two balls and a strike to Risen. Make it 3-1. Three balls and a strike to Risen. Chloe trying to cut back into that now 5-run deficit. Gentry waits, gets the sign and the pitch. That one's going to be a strike. It'll run it full now. 3-2 to the sophomore Chloe Risen. Gentry trying to help her team hold on to this 5-run lead and see if they can add to it in the next half inning in the top of the third. Here's the payoff pitch. Risen takes ball 4 out of the zone and a 1-out walk for Risen. I said 1-out walk. That's incorrect. There's no outs for D's as the right fielder bats. So a square around a bunt and offered at it, so strike one. 1-1 the count. D's, the right fielder for Madison Southern, really good athlete. Chance to do some damage herself here. Got a runner at second, a courtesy runner. Grinstead. And Risen over at first. Bottom of the order trying to make up here for the Lady Eagles as Dees now quickly falls behind 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. That one low. Okay, just got a text. I was right, KJ. Let's fix that score. It is 8-2. I thought it was 8-2. Deborah Campbell over there. We can't see the scoreboard from where we're at on top of the football press box, but it is 8-2. KJ can fix that for us. And Dees will swing on strike 3. So it is 8-2 Madison Central. See, Aiden, I was right all along. Don't ever second guess yourself, although when the scoreboard says something, you have to go with it. So it is 8-2, however. And now 1 down in the second inning. Ashlyn Eastep will come back to the plate for Southern. Lays one down. It'll get foul for strike 1. So appreciate Deborah for keeping me up to date there over there watching the game. So it is 8-2 Central. As Gentry faces Eastep in the 0-1 count. 2 aboard, 1 down here in the bottom of the second inning. Eastep will swing away, and that one going to be trouble. It'll get down and roll. 1 run will score. Rising going to be held up at third, but an RBI double for Ashlyn Eastep makes it now 8-3. Lady Indians still on top, but Southern threatening here in the second inning. Same thing that Central did, continuing to put up some runs. Now the shortstop. Keener takes a strike. Got Risen at third, E-Step at at second for Madison Southern. 2 runners in scoring position, 1 down, 1 across in the bottom half of inning number 2. Pitch outside, a ball and a strike. Gentry will get the sign from Cook. A Cook behind the plate for each team tonight. And the pitch is taken inside 2-1. So 2 straight out of the zone after Gentry had started the at-bat 0-1. This one grounded right back to Cassidy. She'll look back, Risen at third, and throw over to first for an easy out. Now it's Cook. Infield single in her first at bat. Gentry trying to keep these 2 runners on base and get out of this inning with now a 5-run lead, 8-3 your score. Here's the pitch. Inside ball 1 to Cook. Gotta be careful. Got 2 on. Risen and E-Step. Gentry with the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. A nice pitch there by Cassidy. And she gets that count even at a ball and a strike. 8-3 Madison Central. Again, hard for us to see the scoreboard. We're literally behind the scoreboard here in right field. But it is 8-3 as Gentry sets and delivers the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off and a hard hit ball. That's about 70 feet behind home plate. Got over the netting behind the plate. And the count now 1-2 to Cook. Here's the pitch. Cook takes that one. Carom's outside. Is it just kept on drifting away from the catcher Cook for Madison Central. And the count now even at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 2 outs in the second inning. And Cook will go down swinging to end it. A runner does come across, but Southern leaves 2 stranded. And we go to the third. 8-3 your score here at Madison Southern High School on WBON TV.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
Since opening in 1972, Citizens Guarantee Bank has been there to help our customers enhance their lives and achieve their dreams. With 7 locations across Central and Eastern Kentucky today, we are celebrating 50 years of being there for the communities we call home. Citizens Guarantee Bank is now CG Bank. New name, same commitment to being there for our neighbors. CG Bank, we've been there for that. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Osborne will bat for Madison Central in the top of the third inning here live on WBON TV. Michael Watkins here on the call with you. Kirsten with his 8-3 lead for her team, the senior. She walked in her first at bat and drove in a run with a bunt single in the second inning, and now bats to lead off the third. Coach Hall excited to have Osborne. Just such a good athlete. Really good volleyball player. Again, going to be playing college volleyball and softball at the next level. That pitch fouled off. Strunk the pitch. Osborne lets it go by. 2-2 the count. Kirsten digs back in, left side of the plate. An 8-3 lead for Central. Strunk with the windup and the pitch. And it'll hit the ground before it gets to her. 3-2 the count. You can hear the dogs barking. Man, I love the sound of baseball in the spring. It's a fun time of year. Baseball and softball action underway. This one ball four. So second walk of the game for Osborne. Led off the first and now the third with the walk. And another runner aboard for Cassidy Hack, who had that 3-run home run to left center field back in the second inning. Strunk with the windup and the pitch. Hack another hard hit ball. That one will go off the fence. And Osborne going to slide into third base safely. So a double for Hack. And with Osborne, see the replay here on the Bluegrass Restoration and Construction Replay. Osborne at third as you see Hack just drill the ball once again into center field. Estep has been busy tonight, and she'll get that one in quickly. A little meeting in the circle for Madison. So we might see a pitching change here. While they converse, we'll hang out here and say thank you to some of our great sponsors. We could not do this, folks, without the help of all the folks you see the commercials of: CT Diesel Performance, Chenault Vineyards. Also, a special thanks to Bishop's Small Engine Repair, Jack Burford Chevrolet. And it looks like we are going to have a pitching change. So a new pitcher coming in for Madison Southern while she begins to warm up. We will take a commercial break, and we'll be back live in Berea on WBON TV.
Chenault Vineyards has become a premier destination in Richmond for family and friends looking for fun and entertainment. The vineyard sits on 500 acres with breathtaking views and several different things for you to enjoy while you're there. Live music, tastings, tours, a walking trail, or maybe you'd like to host your own event at the vineyard. Visit ChenaultVineyards.com to check out the complete list of upcoming events. Like them on Facebook to stay informed, or like Chenault Vineyards on Instagram.
At Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, we value our patient relationships, making it our priority to deliver the gentle, compassionate care that you deserve from a dentist. We offer patients single-visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs, from implants, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. For your next dental appointment and for more details on lip filler and Dysport specials, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
Looking for some fun this fall? The Galaxy Bowling Center has a league for you. No matter your skill level, you can come out, make some new friends, and have a great time. Call 624-4444 for details. Or, if you're more of a trivia person, Champions Bar and Grill has you covered every Tuesday, starting at 7 with great prizes and all-you-can-eat wings for only $19.99. Why go anywhere else? The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill. Your ticket to fun just off I-75, exit 87 in Richmond.
It's the common thread that ties us together, making life better for everyone. At CVNB, that means better banking, better accounts and lending, better experiences, better schools and better communities. Better. It's what ties us together. CVNB. Bank better.
Jasmine Kaler again back at the plate. New pitcher coming into the game for Madison Southern will be Alcorn. Kennedy pitched in 10 games last year for Southern, a 13.94 ERA. As Kaler, good start to her season. Jasmine, RBI double and a single in the contest thus far. 2 for 2 day. And she'll foul one off here. Nothing in 2 to Jasmine Kaler. Osborne at third following the leadoff walk. Hack a double to center field to move Osborne over to third. Nobody out for Kaler. Again, he was already 2 for 2 in the game thus far. Alcorn sets and delivers. Grounder to the shortstop. She'll throw over to first, and a bang play, but out at first base is Kaler. She will get an RBI. Second RBI of the season. Now to bring up Brooklyn Gilbo for the Lady Indians. Gilbo, an RBI single in the first, flew out to right field in the second. And with Central on top 9-3, let's see what she can do here in the top half of the third. Alcorn with the pitch. Outside, ball 1. Southern scored in each inning, had 2 in the first, 1 there in the second, but that 6-run second inning, the difference right now in this contest for Madison Central. They got 6 in the bottom. I get the top half of the second. And here in the top half of the third, another run across and a 9-3 lead. Pitch up high, 2-0 to Gilbo. Brooklyn playing over at third base. Metcalf is on deck for Madison Central. Here's the pitch. Up high now, 3-0. Gilbo awaits, and the pitch. Taken all the way, and Osborne almost caught off the bag. That one's taken for a strike, so 3-1. The 3-1 pitch from Alcorn. Fouled off, and that'll run things full for Gilboa. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Brooklyn awaits the pitch, and again, a payoff pitch from Alcorn, and this one will get through. RBI single as Carter will field and throw in. And another base hit for Gilboa. Second RBI of the game, and it's now 10-3 Madison Central. Olivia today flew out to center field and singled back to the pitcher in her first 2 plate appearances, 1 in each inning. Bats here in the third with a 7-run lead and a pitch outside, ball 1, and Gilboa going to stay put over at first. Metcalf awaiting as Alcorn delivers. Pitch low. 2-0 count. See if Metcalf can get her bat going here in the early part of the season. 3-0. 51 degrees out right now. Not an ounce of wind. Really 1 mile per hour is how hard the wind's blowing. Sunset about an hour away right now. We've got some beautiful weather on tap for us. 62 degrees tomorrow, KJ. As Metcalf awaits the 3-0 pitch, taken all the way, and that one is going to be a called strike 1. 3-1. Now to the Madison Central shortstop. Alcorn with the pitch, and this one grounded back to Coach Allman. He's been a busy man over there as the third base coach. Got a full count. Three balls, 2 strikes to Olivia Metcalf. And the payoff pitch taken for ball 4. That'll put 2 aboard now as Metcalf trots down the line. Second time on the evening that she's been aboard. It'll bring up Shelby Hensley, who's 2 for 2 on the evening herself. Shelby a single to center field and an RBI double. It also went into center field. A high pop-up here that looks playable. And it'll be caught by the third baseman. And yeah, the Central base runner caught off guard. She'll be tagged out at second base for the out. Are they saying? Yeah, the inning's over. I think they thought they were going to call a infield or a Coach Hall he's questioning what the call was there as the umpires come together here, but that is the third out of the inning. And Central leads 10-3, so a 10-3 lead. We go to the bottom of the third here on WBON TV.
Need a physical for school or work? Need it right away? No problem. Berea Urgent Care has 2 convenient locations along with late hours to meet your needs. They're affordable too. Physicals at Berea Urgent Care only $20. DOT and CDL physicals are only $65. Berea Urgent Care number 1 by Walmart is open every day 9 to 9. Berea Urgent Care number 2 by Berea Drug open Monday through Friday 10 till 6. No appointment necessary. Berea Urgent Care, here when you need us.
Did I ever tell you about that time I zipped right past that dang Sasquatch?
I don't think so.
Yes, sir. I don't know how they ever got away if it wasn't for this brand new side-by-side I got at Gateway Cycles.
In Mount Sterling?
Yes, sir. They set me up with something that left old Sasquatch sneezing in my dust.
Jimbo!
Lord, I hear him coming back now.
That ain't no Sasquatch. That's Mama.
Get a great deal on Sasquatch eluders today. Gateway Cycles, Mount Sterling.
No balls and a strike as Madison Southern back at the plate now, down 10-3 in the bottom of the third. It's Goss leading things off, the first baseman. She'll swing through for strike two after striking out in her first plate appearance. Nothing in two to Goss. And this one popped foul back behind home plate. Michael Watkins here with you. Our producer tonight, KJ Long, former stud at Madison Central High School. Football, basketball, anything else did you do? Did you clean the locker rooms up after practice and stuff? But baseball too? Oh, I didn't know that. Aiden Mills up top, our cameraman. I keep going back and forth from inside the box to up top. It's 51 degrees outside, but I still ain't ready for it yet, KJ. I need it to be about 65, and I'll be ready to stand out there and call the softball and baseball action this year. 10-3 is the lead for Central on a strikeout to Goss. Another good pitch from Gentry. That'll put one down in the third and bring to the plate Carter now, who reached on an error, drove in those two runs back in the first inning. I love my favorite thing about doing softball games is the chants they come up with. You know, Jada Carter. I like that. Gets you fired up if you're a player. Although I do miss the walk-up music. That's one of my favorite things about baseball games. 10-3. Strike one. Nice pitch there from Gentry again. Gentry starting to find her groove. Another strikeout to Goss. And the first batter she faced this inning. Now it's an 0-1 count to Carter. Gentry sets and delivers the 0-1. Hit hard. And caught by the right fielder. Get your buttons right there, man. Come on. See a replay of that one if we can. There we go. Bluegrass Restoration and Construction replay. Carter lining out to right field. Aiden Mills, our cameraman, getting the shot there on the Bluegrass Restoration and Construction replay. Again, one of our great sponsors. Get some of that tax money in, folks. Take it over there and give them a call. They'll give you a little restoration project. That one hit hard. A diving effort by Metcalf and a throw over. Man, nice play by Olivia Metcalf. And just like that, Southern goes down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the third. Check out this replay. Bowling a hard hit ball to the shortstop and a quick throw over. Great job by Osborne to make the grab, and 3 outs in the third. A 10-3 lead for Central as we go now to the fourth inning in Berea, live on WBON TV.
Hey Madison County, did you know Berea Ace Hardware is more than just a hardware store? Berea Ace Hardware carries the top brands like Skag, Echo, Steel, Spartan, Toro, Bentelli e-bikes, Wolf brand scooters, Trailmaster go-karts, and Red Cat Racing RC cars. Check us out at BereaAce.com. We sell fun at Berea Ace.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface.
Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
Support local and get your vehicle running at its peak performance with CT Diesel Performance South Exit 97 in Richmond. Chris Thorne and his staff specialize in diesel performance and repair that will service any vehicle, big or small, with oil changes, brakes, tires, alignments, and more. Broke down and need a tow? Well, call CT Diesel at 859-699-8712. Like them on Facebook to enter a weekly drawing for a free oil change. CT Diesel Performance off Exit 97 in Richmond.
Being prepared for various types of disasters is one of the best ways to ensure the safety of your family, friends, and community. The Madison County Emergency Management Agency and the Chemical Stockpile Emergency Preparedness Program is here and ready to support community emergency response. For how to be prepared, make emergency kits, know your zone, and shelter-in-place information, contact EMA CSEP at 624-4787 or visit madisoncountyky.us/EMA. Madison County EMA CSEP, your partner in preparedness.
Back to the action here at the top of the fourth inning. Madison Central back at the plate. Got a 1-0 count here as we lead things off. Trying to see what number that is, KJ. That's not Speakman, who I thought would be leading things off. So that's Andrea Linton at the plate. It's hard to call a game from this far back. We're going to go with Linton, though. Pinch hitting. She'll ground over to the shortstop, and an error. Yep, that is Andrea Linton. Reaches safely for Madison Central. And now it's Cassidy Gentry coming to the plate. Molly Calico going to courtesy run. As Linton gets aboard via the error. And now it is Gentry who singled to center field and singled to left center field. 2 for 2 day for Cassidy Gentry. Cassidy doing the job at both the plate and the mound. Got 4 strikeouts as the pitcher for Madison Central, and again, 2 for 2 day at the plate. Alcorn with the pitch. Taken up high. Oh, she was hit by a pitch, so the ball will hit her and put now 2 runners on for Madison Central. Now it's Neely at the plate. Got another courtesy runner coming in. This time it's Riley Parks. As Central bats with this 10-3 lead and 2 runners aboard. Osborne. Or make that Neely squared around a bunt. Fouled it off for strike 1. Folks, if you're watching, don't forget to fill out your bracket now on WCYOFM.com. Free cash and other prizes available, including a big flat screen TV, 1 guaranteed local winner. Go on to WCYOFM.com and see if your bracket is good enough to win that TV. Maybe knock off my bracket or Dawson's. KJ, you going to get on there and do one tonight? 0-2. Appreciate Robert Stinson trying to keep me updated. He's up there in the box behind home plate. We're on top of the press box at the football stadium. Pitch away to Neely. Neely awaits. And the pitch, low and away. Two and two the count. See if Neely can drive in a couple of runs here. She can get one into the gap with the speed of Calico and Parks. Could do just that. That one up high. It'll run the count full. Now 3-2 the count. Three balls, 2 strikes with Alcorn in the circle. Here's the pitch, and it's low and away, ball 4, and the bases are loaded for Madison Central. Osborne tonight, a pair of walks and an RBI bunt single. She has been at the plate now in each inning. Walked in the first, RBI bunt single in the second, walked in the third, and here she is, bases loaded, nobody out in the fourth, and she'll take one up high for ball 1. Alcorn trying to keep the bats at bay. Puts one up high, 2-0, and good job by the catcher Cook to get to that one quickly. – 10-3 lead for Central, looking to add more here in the top of the 4th. Osborne lets one go by. Now 3-0 the count. And the pitch. Outside, ball 4. 4 straight out of the zone, and a RBI for Osborne as the run will be walked in. Now 11-3 as Cassidy Hack comes back to the plate. Hack had that 3-run shot over the left center field wall back in the second inning. Cassidy awaits the pitch from Alcorn. Hack, a grounder. That'll get through the hole. 1 run will score. Carter will throw in, but not going to be in time. 2 runs come in to score. A 2 RBI single for Cassidy Hack, and she'll advance up to second base on the throw. And that'll bring up Jasmine Kaler with a 10-run lead now for the Lady Indians. This one hit into left field. Hack, or make that Carter will make the catch. Good job there by Jada. Good effort to get to it. Brings up Gilbo. Brooklyn's had a busy night. RBI single in the first, and an RBI single in the third inning. That's here in the fourth with a 10-run lead for her squad. First game of the year for both teams, Madison Central, Madison Southern. Lady Indians, the preseason 15th ranked team in the state. Good pitching, good hitting. The reason for that, as they lead it by 10 here, 13-3 in the top of the fourth. One down as Gilbo hits one hard. That one going back into right field and caught for the second out, but tagging up and coming in to score, going to be Osborne to make it now 14-3. Sacrifice fly for Gilbo. Third RBI in the game for her. As pitch going to roll up into the glove of Cook. 14-3 now. Metcalf has flown out, singled to the pitcher, and walked in her 3 plate appearances. She's also hit in each inning thus far, and she'll take one up high. 2-0 the count to Olivia Metcalf, the shortstop for Madison Central. Great season last year, led the team in home runs. Here's the pitch. Low and inside, 3-0 to Metcalf now. We were talking about the bracket challenge again, WCYOFM.com, where you can go to fill out your picks for free, as that one's fouled off by Metcalf, now 3-1. You can click on the bracket challenge banner, then click your picks and go from there. But a chance to win, again, a flat screen TV, courtesy of our media partner, 100.7 The Coyote. Another pitch fouled off. Grounder that will go off the foot of the shortstop. One more run comes in off the Metcalf RBI. Now it's Hensley back at the plate. Shelby pops one up. And that one's going to hit her. So Hensley will have her base after a hit by pitch. And brings Linton back to the plate now. So Linton digging in from the right side of the plate. The 12-run lead for Central, trying to really pour it on here in this fourth inning. They've had some big innings throughout the first 3 1/3. Alcorn trying to preserve this deficit and try to give her offense a chance. It'll be a close play at second here, but safely back is Metcalf. Linton again reached on an error in her first plate appearance. The DP hit for Speakman in this inning, actually. Led off the fourth inning. Now batting once again. Takes it low and inside. 2-0 the count. This Madison Southern team young, but they are going to be really dangerous once they figure things out. Just hard to get it going this early against the number 15 team in the state preseason-wise. Hard hit ball on the left center. That one is going to get over the wall. Wow, a hard hit ball by Linton that just continues to roll, and another 3-run shot for Madison Central. Man, that one was rocketed over the left center field wall. Just kept going and going and going like the Energizer Bunny. Check out the replay here. Our boy Aiden trying to keep up with it, but that one just kept going. Rolled all the way and almost into the Silverado there. Just adds to that lead now for Madison Central. 18-3 here in the top of the fourth. We might see another pitching change for the Lady Eagles. No change yet. They're going to let Alcorn stay out there. Just try to calm her down a bit. As Cassidy Gentry will come back to the plate. And now a 15-run lead for the Lady Indians. Gentry in this inning was hit by a pitch. As Alcorn gets set to deliver. Pitch is low for ball one. That one grounded over to third, quickly thrown over to first in time to end the inning, but more damage done. Madison Central will take a 15-run lead into the bottom half of the fourth inning. Here live on WBON TV.
Hi there, I'm Alan Feldhouse Jr., head basketball coach at Madison Central High School. Here at MCHS, we have built a winning team. I'd like to tell you about another local winning team, family-owned and operated Bluegrass Restoration and Construction. They specialize in roofing, general construction, and home maintenance services. Just like on the court, you need a team that will work together to get the job done, and that's exactly what BRC does. Give them a call at 859-353-1133. Row Tribe.
Want to make dinner a true winner? This is temptation times 12. Get the ultimate family meal at Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken with our 12-piece family meal at a great price.
Try the new Cajun Combo for just $5.99, or feed a family with 3 new Inflation Busters meal deals.
Another A&W All-American Foods Game of the Week before we come back to the action here in Berea. Let's hear from our Game of the Week sponsor, A&W All-American Foods.
At A&W, we know that size matters. So we made our new triple cheeseburger one tall order with a half pound of juicy 100% U.S. beef and 3 slices of melted American cheese. It'll fill you up and then some. Only at A&W. Feel the heat at A&W with our delicious, cheesy, and spicy sriracha cheese curds. They're available for a limited time only. So come on in and try some today. Only at A&W.
Back to the action here with Alcorn leading things off in the inning for Madison Southern. Got a 1-0 count. Gentry sets and delivers. Pitch taken for a strike. 0-2. To Kennedy Alcorn, who last year, Alcorn, in 22 games, 9 of 47 at the plate, and she'll swing through here for strike 3. Alcorn last year struck out 16 times. They're one of those really good young players for Madison Southern. So 1 down here in the bottom of the 4th. And it's Risen coming back to the plate. Risen struck out, or make that walked in her first plate appearance back in the 2nd inning. Gentry rolls one up into the glove of Cook behind the plate. Make that 1-0 count. Here's Gentry with Risen digging back in. Chloe last year getting those 6 hits and 31 plate appearances. Played in 13 games, now a starter for Madison Southern. Takes one up high, 2-0. Yeah, again, the chance. Ball. Yeah, I like that. Sounds like the Finding Nemo, the seagulls in that movie. Here's a pitch. Called strike, 2-1. And I am ready for some warmer weather. Take the kids to the park. Go for a walk. Enjoy the sunshine. We've already had some beautiful weather today, but it'll start to warm up hopefully eventually. Pitch outside. Don't want to forget about our great sponsors, Madison HVAC, as well. You know, Madison HVAC, folks, whenever it does start to get warmer, they want to have them come out and check out your AC unit. Give them a call today, 859-625-1471, or visit MadisonHVACR.com. A Bryant Heating and Cooling's distributor. I'll do whatever it takes to get your heating and cooling system performing at its peak level, and never a bad idea to have a routine checkup on your heating and cooling system to try to prevent something that might pop up in the future. Risen still at the plate, battling against Gentry here. The pitch is fouled off. Don't be alarmed. That's just the team growling. Risen, digging back in. Here's a pitch. Strike 3 as Risen goes down looking. No balls, one strike. Batter at the plate now is Dees from Madison Southern. This might be the final out of the game if Dees cannot get aboard. Normally after 3 innings, 15 runs, it's a mercy rule. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So Dees in trouble here. It might be the final strike for Madison Southern. Gentry airs back, the wind up, and the pitch. Taken for a ball. 2-2 the count to Dees, the right fielder. Number 9 hitter in the lineup for Madison Southern. Batting here in the bottom of the 4th, a 15-run deficit, and Gentry trying to put her down, and she will. Dees down looking. And I think that'll be the ball game. Madison Central going to line up here. Yep. Lady Indians will go to 1-0 on the season after a mercy rule victory over Madison Southern. And that will be your final. As the Lady Indians in 4 innings knock off their in-county rival 18-3, your final score. We will step aside for a quick commercial break. We'll come back and wrap things up from here in Berea on WBON TV.
Batteries Unlimited in Richmond can energize you when your batteries fade out. They can also cut and make most home and automobile keys, replace and program key fobs, and make copies of your house keys. Plus, cell phone screen repair. Bring in your Apple or Samsung today. We are your home for all batteries. Go see Chris at Batteries Unlimited, Commercial Drive in Richmond.
Gillum Sports Lounge is the perfect place to gather to watch your favorite team. Watch EKU, Kentucky, and every game of the 44th District Tournament at Gillum Sports Lounge in Richmond. The food is pretty good too. Burgers, pizza, salads, appetizers, and so much more. Gillum's has something for everybody. Stop by Gillum's today. They'll be ready to fire up the grill for you. Or order online at GillumSportsLounge.com. Gillum Sports Lounge, 830 Eastern Bypass inside the Richmond Mall.
Here to wrap things up from Berea as Madison Central will knock off Madison Southern 18-3. We'll look back at some of the replays here from the game. What a big performance. There's Cassidy Hack. 3-run home run in the second inning that really got things started for Madison Central. It was a 2-2 game at that point. Hack's 3-run shot really kind of started the engine for Madison Central, and they're able to earn a big-time victory over their in-county rival, 18-3. Hack, a big performance at the plate. Let's see Cassidy with 5 RBI in the game, unofficially, of course. Gilboa had a good game. Brooklyn had 3 RBI in the contest. Kaler, also with a pair of RBI. And Kristen Osborne aboard 4 times tonight. She also drove into for Madison Central. Shelby Hensley aboard 3 times. Linton, a 3-run shot. And just so much offense for this Madison Central softball team as they go to 1-0 on the season. 18-3, your final here. Nice win for Cassidy Gentry in her first start of the season. And the Lady Indians will be back in action this week. They'll be back at home or at home tomorrow for their first home game of the year against Mercer County. Then they'll also be at home on Friday against Somerset, and in a doubleheader in the Madison Central Triangle, they'll play Breathitt County and West Jessamine on Saturday. As for Madison Southern, Lady Eagles will be back here on this floor, or on their home field tomorrow against Powell County at 6 p.m. They'll play Wolfe County at home at 6 p.m. on Friday, and then they'll be in a doubleheader in the Madison Southern Triangle on Saturday against DuPont Manual and North Laurel. We appreciate you joining us, folks. What a great night to get things started here. Madison Central and Madison Southern are two of our 4 coverage area teams in action here in night number 1 on WBON TV. For our cameraman, Aiden Mills, and our producer, KJ Long, I'm Michael Watkins. We'll see you next time on WBON TV.
So if I buy this today, I get free service for life?
Something like that. Congratulations.
Thanks. What is this?
Oh, it's standard. It's in the contract.
So I get all this for free?
Yeah, something like that.
I trust you too.
You can keep the pen.
Everything okay?
I'm just looking for the string.
The books are 100% free. No strings attached.
All the books an undergraduate will need, all free.
When perfect is in the air, you can feel it. Presenting the new Ultimate Comfort System from Lennox, the most advanced heating and air conditioning system ever.
Call 859-779-0122 now and get the best Lennox home comfort systems at a price you'll love. That's affordable heating and air at 859-779-0122 or online at affordableheating-air.com.